Dave Miller joins us now with a look at our extended forecast. But Dave, it seemed to me like July was pretty hot. How did it stack up to an average year?
Yeah, for the most part, we were well above normal for the month of July. We actually dropped down a little bit when we were doing this in the middle of the month, where we're almost 4 degrees above the norm, at least for Green Bay, and we kind of dropped down, but still above normal, about 2.5 degrees. While the moisture, we had over 3 inches in Green Bay, but that was slightly below normal for this time of year now. So we started out on the wet side. Some locations did see some scattered areas of a little bit more moisture than what we saw around the rest of the region. And it looks like we're going to see a hot weekend this weekend, but as we head into next week, other than a couple of days, we're going to kind of see those temperatures drop back to more seasonal levels. The trend is going to be for temperatures to remain slightly above normal. Not good news out to the west, where it's been extremely dry, and that's where they've had all those fires. The southeast is going to be slightly cooler than normal. And as we take a look at the moisture for, say, the next 10 days or so, other than a few isolated areas or some widely scattered areas, when we get into August now, we start to see the rain a little bit more scattered than what we normally see earlier in the season. So this is saying maybe a little over an inch in Green Bay, while other locations probably won't see quite that much, especially you head further out into the plain states and even less than that in the western high plains. And the outlook for the next, say, 14 days, next 2 weeks, as we get into the middle part of the month, is still going to be for slightly below normal precipitation, especially as you head out in the plains and the northern Rockies. And even around the Great Lakes, we could be looking at maybe average to slightly below average moisture, while down to the south and the southeast, we're getting a lot of moisture, at least above average. And then back in the southwest, some areas could get a little bit of relief from all that dry weather they've been seeing, especially out in some of the western sections. So it looks like we could probably be looking at maybe a slightly warmer than normal August, and then a little bit low on the precip, but we'll see that as we head into next week as well. Midwest Farm Weekly will be back with more coming up here in just a minute. Stay with us.